Hi everyone. This weekend I'm teaching a seminar, but I was asked to answer some questions about teaching the weave poles and my weave pole training book, and so I wanted to be able to do that. So I took a few minutes with my new little friend here to talk about that. So one of the first questions is, what's your training philosophy? And in general, and then both regards to that and to weave poles. So first of all, my training philosophy in general is that when my dogs are really young, so up until they're about 3 or 4, I'm really teaching them to work for me. So I want them to have independent weave poles, independent contacts. I want them doing as many things on their own as they can. And then when they get a little bit older, then I start saying, okay, well, what, as an individual dog, what would it help you out if I did? And then as they're getting a little bit older and kind of maybe like 5, I start thinking, what can I do for you? As a handler, what can I do to help you out and make handling and running, of course, easier for you? So that's kind of my general philosophy, and it certainly applies to weave poles because right from the very beginning, I want them doing their weave poles independently and without me helping very much at all. In terms of kind of training the weave poles and really training anything, my philosophy comes from some of my horseback riding background when I was a kid. And the idea is I try to make the correct thing easy and the incorrect thing hard. And I always try to do that when teaching any new thing in agility, or even when just kind of proofing some behaviors that I think that my dog already knows, handling discriminations or really anything else. Okay, second question here was, what exercises am I focusing on in this class, and how did I focus on these? Because in the book, I think I have a ton of exercises, and I have even more exercises that I do sometimes. So how did I choose these exercises to focus on in the class? They're the ones that I think are the most important and the ones that generalize to the most different situations. So we're doing a lot of entry work. We're doing a lot of independence and teaching the dog to focus forward and to do their job on their own, regardless of what's going on in the environment. And so, like I said, the ones that I think generalize the best, and the ones that are most frequently seen in different situations. And then, what inspired me to write a book and now to teach a class about training weaves? I think that there's a lot of frustration with teaching the weave poles, or there can be. Some people really struggle with dogs understanding, and I love training the weave poles. It is my favorite thing to teach. I love training weave poles. I love having a dog who just 100% understands their job and knows how to do it and is confident and can weave fast, and I just love training weave poles. And so I really wanted to kind of help other people learn how to love it and learn different ways to help the dogs love it. And the way that I teach the weave poles my dogs tend to love weaving. And I think for almost every single dog I've ever had, the weave poles are their favorite obstacle. And I think that that's the way that I teach it, again, from that idea of I make it so that the correct thing is easy and the incorrect thing is hard. And I think with that kind of as my training philosophy, they grow to really love it. And it's something that they can do really confidently and independently, and they don't need me really helping at all. So I think that really really builds their love of doing the weed pulls. Thanks.